Superiority? This is going to be a complete clusterfuck, I can tell you that much already. There is 11 players in each team. Everyone has a jet. You're supposed to fly around and capture these blimps. And of course, everyone has heat seekers. Because the only enemy is jets. So it's like this. I don't even know what I don't even know what the hell this is supposed to be. Also, I can't remember how to fly. I've mentioned. Oh Jesus! I mentioned that before. That, you know, this is not like riding a bike for me. I have to relearn a lot of this every single time I do it. So this is gonna suck, basically. But it is my obligation to at least check out the game mode some. Also, I suspect you get a lot of aircraft XP for it. Stay near blimp to take control of it. Don't stall. Not really any reason to fly super high, because there isn't anything on the ground to threaten you. Prepare to heat seek, or prepare to flare. And there's still a jackass behind me, so I don't know. Whoop! Yep, I'm dead. I'm already disabled, and there's nothing I can do about it. You can't even eject in this mode, I think. Because as soon as you spawn, you are in an aircraft. It's like you are the aircraft. There is no soldier, only plane. The reason this is a 12 on 12 server, and I believe the reason for that is because that's what the game mode supports. Okay, accelerate, please. I wasn't holding the acceleration as I spawned, and I guess that made me just kind of stall for a moment. I have no idea how you're supposed to be good at this game mode. I can tell you that much. It's just like, well, okay, I guess I can try to heat seek this guy. That seems like a waste, because did I just fly into the ground, or did I crash with someone, or what just happened? Anyway, let's take control over B here. They have control over B. Well, okay then, let's go rescue A, because they're trying to capture A. They being this guy. Up, time to heat seek again. I'm kind of wondering if I should have the minimap instead of the... No, wait, no I shouldn't, never mind. My reasoning there was that... Oops, I accidentally fired instead of switched camera angles. See, I need to... Uh-oh. I just need to relearn everything. As soon as I grab the controller instead of the keyboard, because I need the controller to fly. I cannot fly with a mouse and keyboard. I just kind of have to remember which buttons which, what do I... Yeah. In theory, though, I should be able to pick up and play this game on like an Xbox or a PlayStation pretty well, because this is exactly how that controls. I am using an Xbox controller. Anyway, ooh, I had a point. What was it? Yeah, I was wondering if I should grab the minimap instead of the air radar, because the minimap has a greater range, and also you can see where the objectives are in relation to yourself. But no one's ever gonna spot anything. No one will ever spot an enemy aircraft, so none of the enemies would show up on your map, because no one ever they only do if you spot them, and no one would ever spot because everyone else has air radar. It's kind of pointless to fly around spotting enemies in this mode, it seems like. Uh-oh. Can definitely have some cool stuff happening, and I bet the people who love to fly and do nothing but are gonna have a field day here. I've been using the expression twice now. Twice in a row. I don't think that's gonna hit. I don't think the heat seeker's that agile. Never mind. Yeah, I'm not getting myself. Oh, that still hit me. I flared, but it hit me. Ah. But yeah, it's like, it's kind of weird, because the only way I can see you being useful in this mode is if you have flares or EZM, because that's the only way to dodge guided missiles or heat seekers. You want heat seekers because those lock onto air targets. And that's kind of it. Nope, he has ECM jammer. But now he fucked up. Oh, come on, accelerate, accelerate, and okay, I got him. Did I mention I'm not good at this? Come on, someone else got him. Uh-oh. Oh, hello. It's kind of disorienting that enemies or friendlies don't seem to show up on the air radar. This is really strange to me because I would like to know where they are. Or maybe it's just the range on the air radar is nothing. Actually, I can't see him on the air radar either. Oh, there's a friendly. Hello. That was awesome. I've been thinking about trailers for a while. Like, I kind of want to make a trailer for my Let's Play channel on my other YouTube channel. Because I do have another YouTube channel, but I don't really upload anything on it. It's you know... It's my personal channel, so to speak. The one that I run around on the internet posting angry comments at things that annoy me. And I don't want to besmirch the rumor of my... or the reputation of my actual channel, which is my Let's Play channel, by having that, you know... too strongly associated with my personal channel. You know how it goes. It's that thing that you register when a website is new. You never expect that you're actually gonna end up using. What the hell is calling hacker? How can you hack in? What? I don't what. Anyway. It would just serve that. It would also serve as a to have as the featured video on my channel, assuming the whole new channel layout idiocy still supports featured videos. I don't know how that's gonna work. Stupid YouTube. But yeah, point is, I've been considering making a trailer that is basically gameplay footage from all of the games that I've Let's Played, set to some music. Just to basically introduce to, like, here are the games that I play on this channel. Feel free to watch them. It's that kind of video. I suspect if I do that and it comes time to get Battlefield 3 footage, I'm probably gonna be spending a lot of time recording myself playing Air Superiority. Because this just looks cool. It's that simple. Uh-oh. Whoa! What's that? There's like a line. Oh, it's gone now.
Objective has been neutralized.
Wrong way. I'm not even keeping my plane training in mind. I'm not even doing the whole only stay around 300 or whatever the hell it is and brake now and afterburner now. I'm not even bothering. I'm just cruising around picking up the stragglers after my teammates. And now I'm done firing. Uh-oh. Already wasted my fire, so now I'm dead. There is theoretically a way to dodge. I think I probably did. But I'm being shot at, so that's bad. There is theoretically a way to dodge heat seekers if you're super duper awesome. Okay then. Hello, underwater texture. Aren't I supposed to explode when I hit the surface? Isn't that how this works? Anyway, yeah, this just looks cool. I wonder if any of the different maps are gonna influence how this game mode works. Because presumably you can play it on all 4 of the aftermath endgame maps. But I don't really see what difference they could have. Aside from just, you know, the spacing of the balloons. That's really the only thing I can think of. God, look at this. Our entire team is just chasing that poor guy. He's gonna flare. He's not gonna flare. He's dead. Oh, he did. He ECM'd. Clever dog. Or something. Hello! See what I mean? This just looks awesome. There we go. Uh-oh. Ah! Airwolf for hand. That's pretty much the first time I got that. Oh, shit. Well, I'm already dead. I might as well just crash into the ground and get it over with. Nope. Didn't even get to do that. That kind of situation makes me wonder, should I be taking the maintenance thing instead of decals? Is that instead of... Hold on, let me look actually. Jets, heat seekers, rocket pods, guided missile, no weapon. Heat seekers. Yeah, you have flares or ECM or extinguisher, air raid or maintenance, stealth, proximity scan. Like, I can have maintenance instead of the radar. I can do that. I'm not gonna trade out the flares though, because that just means I die as soon as someone shows up with. Do guided missiles work on aircraft? I don't know. I'll have to experiment with that later. Yeah. Now I have. Now I don't have the freaking air radar. And I kind of don't mind either. Now I can do this. And just have a. This map looks weird. I am seeing enemy aircraft. I wonder why. Do they show up when they fire, like infantry does? Is that how this works? Why was the air radar having like a range of like 10 meters? Did they nerf it for this mode so that not everyone would be using it, or what? Oh, he just flared. He's screwed. Yep. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I think I prefer having the minimap. Because now that I have maintenance, what that does, I believe, is that if I go disabled, it will still start... I actually can't remember. Hey dude who complains about being rammed, have you considered that you were the one ramming them? Huh? Have you considered that, maybe? Maybe there's a chance that that's what happened in here? Because I've only had one collision myself. And I don't know if that was my fault or his. That was weird. Oh my god, what a weird game mode. Wow, I'm gonna play another round of that. That was just... Holy Ghibli, look at that experience. Yeah, okay, so basically, if I want to max out my jets anytime at all in my lifetime without buying a shortcut pack, this is what I have to do to do that. It's quite simple. That's a pretty ribbon. I wonder if there's like a dog tag associated with this mode or anything. Well, I guess not. They would have probably... I'm sorry, what does that have to do with this? Oh, it's counting me as destroying vehicles as an engineer. That's interesting. Let's go again, shall we? Ready, boys? Let's do this. Why am I the first one out? Why am I the first one on my team to be here? Hey, there's like a pole. Why is there like a pole here? Where the hell are we? This isn't even anywhere near where the actual map is. Oh yeah, okay, there it is. Over here is the map. Let's have a look at the full... Okay, so it's like a triangle, and one of the points is over the actual geographical feature where you fight in the other versions of the map. The other point is just out in the middle of nowhere. That's kind of funny. I was thinking... Oh jeez, oh no, oh no, oh no, ah! Oh! I was thinking, I wonder if they could implement this mode for the other maps. Because it feels kind of pointless to have... I suspect, you know, that Kiasar Railroad... It's not railway, I thought it was railway, but apparently it is railroad. I don't know where I got that from. Because I can't imagine Kiasar Railroad playing any differently than say Nabadan Flats, unless there's some very specific thing like the spacing and the placement of the blimps could be different. But I mean, how much difference is that honestly going to make? Oh Jesus! That's not really going to impact the flow of the map hugely when, you know, the only vehicle is airplane and you fly from point to point and shoot everyone. But there are some maps that I definitely noticed felt different when I played in aircraft before. One of them being Alborz Mountain, because the mountain itself is such a huge terrain feature that you can actually fly around and have impact the way you you behave in your plane. The other one that came to mind is Gulf of Oman. Oh shit. Because Oman has the, you know, the skyscrapers under construction in the middle. And those absolutely play into one's ability to fly effectively on that map. You know, when you see like actually good people dogfighting on that map, they make very good use of flying close to the buildings to shake each other off and dodging heat seekers and stuff like that. So if they could implement this mode into some of the other maps, then I can see that being kind of cool. I would love to try this mode on Oman. I'm not particularly looking forward to trying this mode on any of the other endgame maps, because they all kind of look the same, I think. I mean, from this high up, with no ground targets, they definitely look very similar. It's just, here's some airplanes in the air, shoot them. Are you gonna flare? Are you gonna flare? Oh, he just wasted his jammer. He did dodge my heat seeker though. Here we go. I think I got him. I thought I disabled him. Someone's calling someone else a heat seeker noob. What are you on about? What other weapon would he take? Oh jeez, that still hit me. I heat seeked. Ah! I heat seeked, but it still hit me. Oh no! Heat IR'd. I IR'd. Okay, let me look at something here. Let me look at something. I said let me look at something. Okay, so air. Instead of heat seekers, we could have rocket pods, which are completely pointless because they're very powerful, but they're very impossible to hit air vehicles with. We also have the guided missile, which game. What are you doing? Game, your textures are freaking out or something. I'm not sure what happened there. See that? Weird. Okay, so whoa. Okay, I've never used this before. What the hell is this? Well, it doesn't seem to be capable of locking onto air vehicles. I can't even fire, in fact, unless it is locked on. So now the only weapon I have is my Gatling. And my camera just freaked out. Is the camera weirder? Yeah, it was. It was zoomed out. That's cool. That looked cool. I kind of wish it was like that. I've seen a mod, actually, that does that. It makes the FOV in the planes different. But this game doesn't really take kindly to mods, because Punkbuster tends to be like, hey, a file is different, I'm gonna ban you now, okay? So yeah, basically, your choice of weapon is heat seekers or nothing. So why would you pick something that isn't heat seekers? This looks weird. What is going on here? There's like squares. I wonder what that... I wonder what it is that's happening there. I would like to know the technical reason for that happening. The trees I'm flying over now still look better than some of the trees that are around Operation Riverside. It's so embarrassing. Come on, give it to me. Here we go. I'm just gonna loop for a while. Uh-oh. 12 on 12, yeah. You can get into a server that has more than 12 on 12, but the only thing that's going to happen then is that you can't spawn because there aren't enough aircraft for you to spawn in. Someone, I read a comment, I don't remember if it was on a YouTube video or in the battle log or what it was, but someone somewhere commented that they thought Air Superiority was awful because they only got to spawn 3 times throughout an entire match. And I'm like, well, yeah, it was probably like a 64-player server or something. And it's not supposed to be that many. But again, I guess there's not really anything in the game that tells you to play only 12 people when you play a certain game mode. It doesn't have that. I don't know, that's kind of weird. It's kind of weird that that's the case, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think being without the aerator is actually doing any is actually costing me anything, really. Nope, I can't flare. I'm screwed. I don't know if there's any room for skill in this mode. Or if it's just let your team start shooting at an enemy and then fly up and try to shoot the same enemy. I can't actually tell. Maybe if there's fewer players, maybe if it's like 4 on 4, you could have some really intense and skillful dogfighting going on, but I don't really know. Oh, look at that guy swirling around like an idiot. Oh, Jesus! Come on. There we go. Oh, he might make it if he has like maintenance or something, or the... Well, maybe he does have the... No, never mind. I got a roadkill. It says I got a roadkill. How does that... What? Okay then. Anyway. So am I to believe that this Pricor dude or whatever the hell his name is does not use heat seekers? Because in that case I think he might be the noob. He's dead? Oh, he's dead. It's fun to fly at least, I'll give it that. Uh-oh. Yeah, no big surprise there. I just flew into the whole flock of enemy fighters. You know, that said, about the whether it takes skill or not, I'm not sure. Like, I've watched video games in which you do nothing but fly, like the Ace Combat games and such. And when it comes to multiplayer, I'm honestly not sure if there's room for skill at all when it comes to dogfighting, unless it's purely technical skill. If you play a fight simulator, like the DCS games. Those are obviously technical as hell, and that takes an enormous amount of skill to pull off. But like when it comes to arcadey flight games, I'm not sure how multiplayer friendly those even are. I can't tell. I've never been good at them myself. So hello, what are you doing? How are you doing even? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not an airplane kind of guy, because I kind of don't get it. Dogfights usually just end up... The same thing with a lot of space flight simulators. Where, you know, you get into a dogfight and it's just... You fly circles around each other until one manages to turn tighter than the other and shoot him in the back, and then repeat. It kind of becomes a lot of that, so I don't know. That was a really bad idea. Oof! I'm not sure why I didn't try to ride myself up after I decided it was a terrible idea. I don't know. I don't know, dude. I kind of wish there was some kind of helicopter mode that I could use to grind up my also practice. I would like to practice helicopters. But I would also like to unlock the TV missiles to become a good gunner. Jam me. Oh, there we go. He screwed up. I'm doing it again! Oof! I almost got it that time! We're not even capturing any points, I'm just flying around shooting people and then blowing up. Yeah, you know, once upon a time, I intentionally practiced this stuff and, you know, made notes of what does my altitude above the ground have to be in order to pull off, you know, to successfully pull off a Nimmelmann, or a split S, and things like that. What kind of speed should I be at before doing X or Y? Things like that, and I seem to have forgotten all of it now. Like I said, I just forget how to fly if I haven't done it in a long time. Oh, why did I only have one rocket? Can someone explain that to me? I only had one rocket. I can only fire off one, well, missile, I suppose. But point is I only had one. Why is that? Hello. If I can kill him before I get shot down, it's gonna be worth it. Did I do it? I don't think I did it. Oh my god, everyone in the chat seems to assume... Well, everyone who's writing in the chat seems to assume that everyone else knows what they're doing. Like, well, of course you intentionally flew into me. Yeah. It's not like there's 16 or 12 or 24 airplanes. That's the number, isn't it? Flying around the same very tiny space, and no one has any, you know, any spatial awareness of any kind. I just want to grab this control point, that's all. There we go. You know, if you had like a track IR, well, this game doesn't even support freaking track IR now, does it? Oh, what? Here's that's actually something that the mouse and keyboard players have as an advantage. Can I actually? Yeah, I'm gonna try something. Well, actually, no, that's not gonna work. But you know, if you're playing with mouse and keyboard, the right mouse button, if you hold it, lets you look around, which can be super useful because you know you can see where other people are. You can be all kinds of, you know. Dude, I don't know how to do this, but like if you're gonna turn up there, you can be like, okay, there's no one there, I'm gonna turn that way. Of course, you can't really do it while moving because you need to use the mouse to move as well. Point is, there's a free look thingy. I can't do that with my controller. But, you know, the substitute for that is most often to just switch to third-person mode. Basically, the same thing. This mode is so weird. Oh my goodness, Air Superiority is a strange beast. I just want to look at the other maps, see if they try to incorporate some of the geographical features into the actual flying or not. Almost get another thing, even. Let's just get... Well, hold on. Is it still going to count as an engineer? Because I was clearly playing Assault that time. No, it still counts toward my engineer points. That's very strange. I'll take it, game. I'll take it.